What's up, everybody? I've been up all night. Sometimes encountering heavy-duty health issues is a lot to take in. So it kept me up last night. Hold on. What you doing? Huh? What you doing? Getting your butt scratched? Yeah. Okay, can you get out of here so I can do a video? So I couldn't sleep, man, and I figured, I'm gonna take this Nan robot out for a cruise, is what I was doing. Yeah, I want you to get out of the way so I can film this. This is called a Nan robot. Get out of here. Yeah, go on in there. So there's the front. There's a motor in the front here. And then there's a motor in the back here. And okay, are you gonna go somewhere? Go on. So anyway, there's this huge 60-volt battery inside here, and it runs two of these motors, front and back, and it's called a hyper scooter. And so I couldn't sleep, and I told Kelly, I said, I'm just gonna go ride around, clear my mind and think. Riding is good for that. And so I got the riding around, and bumped into a guy sitting at a little prayer chapel at all places, right? So I passed by and waved at him, and then something told me just turn around. I said, turn around, Garrett. So I turned around and went over there and started talking to him, and I said, hey, you want a Bible? I said, I give out free Bibles. Are you in need of a Bible? He said, yeah, man, I've lost mine. And I said, well, if you stay right here for 5 minutes, I'll be right back. So he said, okay. So you just can't make this stuff up. I didn't plan on doing anything like this tonight, but so anyway, hopped on the scooter and come on home, and I grabbed the Bible for him and put it in my backpack down here. And forgot one thing though. When I was down there talking to him, it started out about a pair of shoes. Because I'm all about helping people, and if I'm hanging out and talking to somebody, and I'll ask him, hey man, you need anything? Can I help you out in any way? And he says, well, my shoes are getting kind of worn out, And I said, that's really funny you say that. I've got a pair of Columbia high-top hiking shoes that are $140, and I said, they don't really do me very well, and I said it would really be cool if they fit you. You want me to bring them? And he's like, yeah, that'd be great. So I packed up the shoes and packed up a King James Bible, and ran it down there to him. And guess what? The shoes fit perfect. He loved the Bible. We had some great conversations about the Lord, and I told him, I said, all right, man, really nice meeting you. I'm going to take off and do some more riding around and thinking, and I was telling him I was dealing with a lot. And so anyway, I just took off, on the scooter, and ended up running into some more people, and I figured, you know what? I'm just going to run home and load up my backpack with Bibles, and I can fit four of these Bibles in there. So I came back to the house and threw 4 of these Bibles in there and just started riding around. And guess what? I kept bumping into people. I just kept bumping into people. So I ended up riding around for a few hours, just kind of trying to do my own thing, and ended up giving out 13 Bibles. And, it kind of took my mind off of what I was dealing with. It's just a true blessing. And it really is. And the last thing that I happened to do tonight that was a blessing was the first guy that I gave a Bible to tonight. When I was getting ready to head home, I seen him and I stopped by and I said, "Hey man, I really hope you have a good night." And I asked him what he was doing, because he was counting change on the trunk of his car while his wife was sleeping in the car. And I said, "What are you doing?" And he says, "Well, to be honest, I'm trying to count up gas money." He said, "I got some job interviews today and I'm just trying to get some gas money, And I said, "Well, man, you hit me there." I said, "I don't really have any gas money. I don't, I don't have extra money like that." And then it hit me that when we were out there giving out Bibles the other day, that we got a donation, a little bit of a donation. And Kelly still had it, and I came home and I seen it. And I grabbed that $20 and I took it right back to that man. And Jesus blessed that man, and all his worries disappeared. He can have gas today to go to them job interviews. And all I was planning on doing tonight is taking time for myself out on this scooter and just cruising around and, getting some riding therapy. That's what it's called, riding therapy. What you doing? So I just wanted to tell you all that, and maybe to help somebody, but it just seems to, it's just fun. It's just wonderful how it works, how everything works. And when I figured out that there is no coincidences and happenstance, and when you have spiritual eyes, the world is unreal. But yeah, I figured I'd just sit here and show the scooter off and tell you this story. So these lights are really cool on this thing. They go all the way up the stem. It actually comes with a remote control that you can change the pattern of the lights, the colors, and all that. So it's called a Nanrobot, and it is fast. It's got 3 gears. It's pretty daggone neat. See, pretty daggone neat. So it's got 3 gears. There's where it's gearing. First gear now, speedometer, odometer. Check it out, man. 3,700 and almost 70 miles. So this thing's awesome. So yeah, you got gear 1, 2, and 3, and it'll do 55 miles an hour, man. A third. I swear to you not. You give me a second. Let me get these Bibles off here, and I'll show you. All right. So I'm standing on it. It's propped up off the floor, so the wheels ain't touching the floor. So I can hit the throttle over here and show you what this thing will do. It's a 60 volts. So I've been riding all night. It usually starts out at 66 volts, but got a turbo button down here and a dual motor button. You push that, only the rear motor goes. You push it back in, both front and rear go. So put this thing on turbo, and in third gear, hold on to your hats. I'll hit the throttle and you'll see what I'm talking about. This is what they say when they say this is a hyper scooter. Yeah, I told you I wasn't playing. Did you see that thing hit 80 miles an hour? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I'll tell you what, if you can't sleep at night, that's the perfect thing to keep you busy. Now my mind's all clear. I'm ready to go lay down and take me a nice nap. You gonna lay down with me and take a nap? I just want to share that with you guys. So I know everybody's going through something, and I'm not alone. I'm not alone. I'm going through things too. As long as we all stick together, we're good to go. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed that story. Hope it helps somebody. God bless you.